should be fine. Anyway, that is the first best of 3 already down. Sonic Kids going to be down 1-0 in the overall series. To 25 Media Tumblr. 25 Media Tumblr just going to need one more best of 3 to take it. We'll see if they can wrap things up here right now. But we're going to find out. There is the second banning. Let's see when they are ready. They both have already locked in. Both teams are ready to go. It is going to be the second picks and bans. What changes do you think we'll see, Jamalski? I mean, if you think that they can't win with that setup, what do you think that they should try to ban out? Do you think that Sonic Kids just picked the wrong comp?
They should just quit.
They should just quit. Well, I mean, that's one way to go about it. Sonic Kids, you know, I guess Jamalski doesn't think they have a chance, man. Is there anyone in the chat that thinks Rylez team has a chance? Anyone, any supporters here? The Destro Lock going to be banned out. Frostmage being banned out once again. The same picks and bans to start things off here. The Resto Shaman pick coming out here from 25 Media Tumblr. Sonic Kids selecting the Ellie Shaman. So far, it is going to be a bit of a change there, but what else are they really going to go with? The second band coming out now, and this is where the changes may be. So no, it's the same bands for both sides. So the Affliction Lock banned out, the Survival Hunter banned out. Will Sonic Kids just pick that Destro Lock once again? I mean, that it did look pretty rough for them. I don't think they really should be going with the same setup. It looks like no one is cheering for them at all. Oh, there we go. We got one hashtag Sonic Kids. We got one fan from in the chat. Oh man. But anyway, we're gonna find out what these picks are gonna be. I mean, 25 Media Tumblr, there's no reason for them to change it up because it worked last time. Okay, Shadow Priest coming out. That is the change. That's a pretty intelligent change. But now the thing is, with the Shadow Priest coming out, we may just see 25 Media Tumblr go to that Demo Warlock. Maybe they're going to feel comfortable just play their Warlock setup against this instead of using the Rogue, and I think that wouldn't be a bad choice. They may want to go with the Rogue once again, but they definitely don't have to. And I'm pretty interested to see what it will be. No, it's just going to be the Rogue again, but it's going to be a Resto Druid. That is much better. I don't know why they went with the Priest last time. The Disc Priest I don't think was a very intelligent pick if they had a Resto Druid available. So yeah, I mean they have Phenobrous, so of course they have a Resto Druid. So weird that they played Disc Priest instead. That is really strange, honestly. But anyway, much better picks I think here from Sonic Kids. This is actually totally a tier 1 comp. Resto Druid, Shadow Priest, Ellie Shaman, one of the best comps in the game. They're going to be going up against the same setup from 25 Media Tumblr, but I think they have a much better setup this time around, and they're going to have a much better chance to be able to take them down. So anyway, I have a whole bunch more tweets. Who will commentate when EG faces Sonic Kids? I think it will be Zuniaki coming in and maybe Svetozarov.
Yeah.
Yeah. Am I saying his name right?
Which name? Sevi? Sevi? No, you should call him Svetlana, not Svetozarov. Svetlana.
Svetlana? Okay. Alright, I'll call him that. Alright, so can you please say that Bobby from Alonso is an idiot? Thanks for commentating. What do you think about Harley Rogue Disc next patch? I think it could be pretty strong. Thomas tweets, I heard it's your fault Conrad quit commentating WoW PvP. Is this true? No. Derby tweets, what do you think about Hydra's behavior this tournament? I've personally lost a lot of respect for him. I don't know. I mean, it's not all his fault or anything like that. But, hopefully their team just gets a bit more organized with everything. And, hopefully there's no more delays and problems with them. Kyle tweets, we need more hashtag Lord Mez. Yeah, Mez, it would have been cool if Mez could play in the tournament. But, he's in New Zealand. So his latency is just way too bad to play for Melee, man, on EU. It's like 300 to 500 latency. It's too rough. So he's not going to be playing. And Dale tweets, I'm wrong and I feel bad. Dale was the one who said game sound was too loud. We got a tweet here. Yasko says the lock seemed kind of rookie to me. Yeah, I mean it can be hard getting trained, especially as Destro. But I think it's more just they kind of use the wrong strategy and stuff. It might not be a skill issue, rather just a strategy issue. What else we got here? Yeah. All right. Cool. So guys, I appreciate all the tweets so far. If you want to tweet to me, I'm at Azael on Twitter. You can follow me as well. That would be pretty neat. And in the meantime, we are getting queued up into this game now. So it's going to be 25 Media Tumblr going up against Sonic Kids here once again. And I will see if I'm gonna actually just I'm gonna switch them all around. I'm gonna go Yawns up here. I'm gonna put Horsano in the middle. I'm gonna put this guy killing Choka down here. We'll see if that fixes the names. If you're having any lag issues on the stream, guys, I can recommend just refreshing. I can recommend changing the quality, things like that, because a lot of the times it's actually not your internet and it's not my internet. It's nothing like that because I'm dropping 0 frames. What it actually is you just get a different connection to Twitch every time you refresh, and sometimes you get bad routing. Just like how a lot of times when I turn on my stream, I can be dropping like 40% of my frames, so it's just laggy, and then you just refresh. I just turn off my stream, I turn it back on, and then it's perfect. So it's just a bad connection through Twitch oftentimes, and although it can be annoying, if you just keep refreshing, eventually you may be able to get a good connection. And the gates have opened, Jamalski, so you can hop on in.
Okay.
And yeah, pop-out window, I've heard that does remove lag as well. There's a lot of different things that people can try, but I'm not sure if that actually does that or if it's just the same as refreshing. So anyway, we are zoned on in. It is Yem on the Shadow Priest, and we do have Fanabers coming in here. So Fanabers is going to be that Resto Druid. Fanabers is a well-known player, and he's actually a player who plays on the... Oops, Fanabers. He plays on the level 80 tournaments all the time, and he's actually really dominant in those level 80 tournaments. He does really well, so it'll be interesting to see how he's going to do in this live tournament, because his team wins that level 80 tournament basically every single time. So I'm excited to see how he's going to perform on this this live tournament. Yeah, okay, yeah, let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Yes, there's something bugged with this middle frame. I can try it. Here, let's try the reload UI. Let's see if that fixes it. Yep, okay, perfect. That fixed it. Okay, so everything is good. Oh, I just lost the team names, but I can just enter. Okay, cool. Perfect. Alright, so the countdown's going to be beginning here any moment. Everything is good. And 20 seconds remaining until it's going to start on up. This is going to be, I think, a much better match. I think that the setup that Sonic Kids has chosen this time around is far superior to what they did play last time. I'm going to hide the Blizzard UI. Don't you worry. I just wait until the countdown is right so I can get it all timed out correctly, so we can have a timer in case it does go to that 11-minute timeout mark. I'm going to start it right now. There we are. So it is going to be Jans, Warsano, and Shados. That is Shados, and who's playing for some reason. Shados. There it goes. I have to just enter again. Anyway, so it is Shados there on the Rogue, and they do have that team stealth out. We did see that Yem ran in there. He threw out the Divine Star, trying to pop them out. We have the Earthquake going down as well. They're going to be able to get the full sap now onto Waffle Eye. They're going to be opening up onto Yem. It looks like there's the grow onto Yem. Fanaber is coming out of stealth now with the Iron Bark, immediately throwing out those life blooms. Fanaber's back in there. He does get blinded off the silencing shot. He's going to trigger that immediately. Waffle Eye into the Hex. It's going to get decursed. There's that kidney shot into the paralytic stun on Yem. Yem, though, sitting high on HP. He's looking fine. The Earth Crab Totem comes down. The Psychic Stream goes out. The target looking like it is going to be Jans. Jans, though, goes into the Cyclone, so they're going to have to swap it over onto Shados. Shados taking some big damage there. The Ellie Shaman soloing him down to about 30% HP in a global. Oh, not a great cloak there, I think, from Shados. Shados actually was kind of out of trouble. The damage had stopped, and he cloaked behind the pillar, and he's going to regret that one, I think, big time if they do go back to him, because he's going to be extremely vulnerable now. He's going to go back over onto Yem now. Yem going to be the target. Yem down to about 70% HP. We can see he's going to get the Iron Bark once again. That's already back up. They're killing the Fox. The Fox is going to go down. He did use the Cower on it, but it wasn't until about 5%. Jan's going to be put into that Cyclone. Here comes Shados. Shados going to be able to get that opener once again. He did get the rope, but he's put into the clone immediately by Fanabers. Fanabers doing a good job so far. Sitting in the background here. Nice positioning. Going to throw up that Innervate early on. A good decision is going to keep him, high on mana. We see the Mind Flay Insanity is coming out there onto Jans. Jans going to be the target. And there's that silencing shot. Scatter shot comes out onto Fanabers. Silencing shot actually on the Shaman, but he's going to be able to ground that trap anyway. Fanabers is going to be fine now to heal through this. He lets the blooms fall though on Waffle Eye as he was going for that clone. Waffle Eye is going to be just fine though. He is going to get those blooms stacked back up, and Jan's going to be pulling back here looking for that pet res. Will he be able to get it? It looks like he's not going to be able to for now, but he is just pushing back, trying to do some damage here, and he's marks. It's not as bad, not having the pet as if he were BM. We can see a silencing shot there going out onto Fanabers once again. Yem doing a good job here, trying to keep that damage out. He is, getting a little bit low on mana though. He's having trouble getting too much damage out onto these players, and having trouble getting too many VTs out. The cloak is still not back up here for Shadows, but it's looking like its game's going long enough that it will come back up. About 15-20 seconds remaining on that. He's going to get feared off over to Wersano, but he is going to catch a big heal here. He should be just fine. Steps back over onto Yem. The blooms are going to fall there. Fernavers was going for a drink, it looked like. He was in stealth going for that drink, and now the paralytic stun coming out. Jan's forced to actually deter there. He did use his trinket as well as the DP came out on him. We can see Shadows is pretty healthy on HP, and there's a scatter coming out on Fernavers. The trap looking like it may actually land. No, it's going to be grounded again by Waffle Eye. Nice job by him there. They're going to really need to work on that cross see if they ever want to be able to get one of those traps off. And we do see the knock trap plus that root arrow there from the Marksman Hunter is going to be able to land stuns on pretty much everyone. Shadows feared off into the corner. He does have his cloak once again though, but Jans is going to be the target. You can see the elemental blast coming in there onto Jans. He's down at 40% HP. He's pulling back. He did manage to get that Fox back out here with the pet res. Wersano going to be put into the bash, but looks like everyone's just fine for now. Wersano though is going to have some work to do here on Shadows, as Shadows is kind of pretty low. He was down about half HP. The full trap was there on Fernavers. Do they have anything off that? Doesn't look like it just now. So Fernavers is going to go for that Cyclone. Does fake, trying to get that shot coming out. Looks like they were targeting the Fox once again. The Fox did get dismissed, if I'm not mistaken. No, he did cancel that dismiss, so it is still there. It's at about 40%. And it is doing some damage here over onto Yem. Yem pretty low on mana. But hasn't been a big issue so far. And we can see Wersano sitting down for the drink, but he's going to have to stand up. His Shadows getting pretty low. Their Shadows going to pull back. We do have that Root Solar Beam coming out there from Waffle Eye with the Symbiosis from Fernavers, and he was able to get that off, but didn't really land on anyone, to be fair. And we do see now that they're going to make a swap over onto Fernavers, but it looks like the Disarm coming out there onto Shadows is going to shut that down pretty easily. Silencing Shot now coming out on Fernavers. There's the Barkson. Kidney Shot goes out. Fernavers is going to be in some trouble here. He really has no hots on himself at all. So big damage is coming out, but he's catching heals from both of his hybrids. Caught a shield there as well, and it looks like he is fine. Now the Iron Bark coming out. They have forced both those out, and big damage still being pumped in. He's actually starting to dip pretty low, and he does have to use his Ursox there. He's still at 60% HP in this rogue. He's just not able to get away from him. If they could swap off him now, it wouldn't be bad, because there's going to be no Iron Bark available, and there's no hots on anyone else. You can see Waffle Eye is being kind of soloed down there a bit by Jans. Jans going to deter early on, though. Bit of a preemptive deter there, I have to say, but just trying to reduce any of that damage coming in. Shadows now going to be able to step back on Fernavers. Fernavers with no hots, no Iron Bark, no Barks in. He has to trinket, but oh my god, look at that spike damage coming in on Shadows. Going to force the cloak out at 16% HP. And now Fernavers is going to have Iron Bark and Barkson up. He's using both at the same time. Will he regret that as they do expire? Yeah, I'm going to have to disperse offensively, as he doesn't need that mana back. Fernavers into that paralytic stun. Looks like he may just go down at 10% HP. The blooms do pop. He catches some heals there from his teammates. The shield came in as well from Yem, but Yem going to be scattered, trapped. Is the Dispel going to come out? Looks like it is. There goes Fernavers. Displacer Beast out of there. Yem going to be the target perhaps here from Shadows. Shadows, no, he gets a sap. They could set up onto Yem now. Yem has no disperse, but no, instead they're going to go on a Waffle Eye. I don't know if I agree with this, but it may work out anyway. 30% HP there, 20% HP. The Shaman Rage comes out. He has Stoneform as well. He has those cooldowns to survive. I think Yem or Fernavers might have been the better choice, but full hots are up. It looks like Waffle Eye going to be just fine here for now. As Iron Bark and Shaman Rage do fall, they might be able to get something going here, but there's a full blind on Fernavers. He was able to sit through that. Earth Grab came out. Jans taking some damage here as the procs do come out there from Waffle Eye. Multiple Lava Surges going out there in a row. Now the Lava Burst, the Elemental Blast coming out. Shadow's going to be put into that clone. Jans into the bash now. He has the Devouring Plague up on him. He needs to be careful. He's down about half HP, and we know that means you're pretty dangerous against that Ellie Shaman, but the full hot's going to be swapped over on Fernavers. He saw that swap coming in from Shadows, but look at this damage anyway. We did see that Paralytic Poison proccing too early, but a second one procs right after it, and we do have Fernavers down about 40% HP. He's just being soloed by this rogue right now. Iron Bark goes up. He's going to be feared off there, but he is dispelled now. He's going to be popping his Racial. You can see the Blood Fury going up from Fernavers. Fernavers Displacer's out of there, but there's a Shadow Step right back to him, and it looks like he just wants to train onto him. I mean, he has like full mana, but they are getting him pretty low, and if he gets caught in a bad spot, he could definitely just get 100 to 0. Paralytic Stun comes out. Jans there, gonna have to deter us. Wersano gets put into that Hex. Now Shadow's pulling back, trying to play a little bit defensive. He's gonna get back onto Waffles here. Now he swaps over on Yem. There's the Gouge, going back onto Waffles, trying to interrupt that Elemental Blast. He's going to get punted off him with that knockback, but there's a Shadow Step coming in on the Waffles. We can see that there's the Earth Grab going down, the Bash coming out. They're going to be going hard onto Shadows here. You may have the Cloak coming out of this, and yes, there is that Cloak as the Ascendance does come out. Not a bad Cloak indeed. They're going to pull back. They need to LOS this. They don't want to let that Shaman cast with his Ascendance. And I think that's not a bad choice, but as we look at the pace of this game, you know, there is definitely potential for just a timeout here, as we're already at 7 minutes. And I have to say, 25.media.tumblr has had the better end of the exchanges. They've had the best chances, and there is a double skin now coming out from Phenobbers. They're going to be going hard on him. He has 0 haunts out. That's why he used that double skin. But as that expires, he could be in trouble with the Paralytic Sun coming out now onto him. It doesn't look like it just yet, but he does have his trinket remaining. He may need to use it just now. He's not using it. He's down 30% HP. He may get kill shot if he's in that range. But he does get his Ursocks up. He's going to have full hots. Battlemaster Swiftman comes out as well. And Shadow's at 20% HP. He needs to get out of there. He's trying to pull back, but he may just go down 1% HP. 0%. He is going to go down. The Hex too much, and so many procs coming out there all of a sudden from Waffle Eye is just going to proc Shadows down, and that is going to be it for Game 1 in this second best of 3. We can see Sonic Kids pulling it off. Waffle Eye with the big time procs, and they are going to be able to blow him up. So guys, Sonic Kids, you know, making their first mark so far in the tournament, taking that first point, getting on the board. So good for them. And now, I mean, they are at match point for the second best of 3. But 25.media.tumblr, you know, still they had some good chances there, and I think they kind of found that they liked going on the Druid more towards the end. So maybe just going to start off going on the Druid, and we'll see if that is really going to be, you know, a better strategy for them. They're also going to have the map pick here, and it is going to be Runes. So Runes will be the selection here, and you know, Phenober's playing pretty well, I have to say. He's looking pretty good, man. There is that Q pop. It is going to be Runes. We're going to wait just a little bit. And we're going to do that. I am going to quickly run and grab some water, just so I don't die while I'm talking this much. I'll be right back, guys. And
yeah, you should actually.
Okay, I'll be right back.
I wonder if Flubber's watching this stream. Flubber, are you there? Svetlana? Comment? By the way, Mujerk, thank you actually for making the form on Arena Junkies about the time changes.
Alright, I am back, and yep, Kate's have open, we can join up. Perfect timing. Okay. And I mean, I think 25.media.tumblr had some good chances in that game, but you know, as I said, Sonic Kids running a much better comp this time around than they did in that first series, and you know, it did show. You know, it definitely wasn't a stomp like it was in that first time around. So, yeah, the comp change making a big difference, but 25.media.tumblr had their chances, and I think that there was one point where they went on the Ellie Shaman. I mean, the Ellie Shaman was lower, so I understand their decision, but the thing is, the Ellie Shaman had Shaman Rage available, he had Stoneform available, he had, you know, all his defensives available, whereas the Shadow Priest was at about 80% HP, but he had no Disperse, he had no Trinket, he had really nothing left, and Phenobbers even had no Trinket, no Barkskin, nothing like that. So I think that either going on Phenobbers or the Shadow Priest at that time could have actually netted them a kill. I think especially that Shadow Priest, since they did have the full sap on Phenobbers, if they had just opened up on him, popped their cooldowns, they may have been able to get a kill right then, right there. But you know, it's easy to get kind of suckered in and go for that lower HP player. But oftentimes it's not the best choice, because if someone still has their cooldowns, it doesn't really matter always what kind of HP they're at. Okay, so have you already joined up and died? I think so, right? Okay, anyway, it looks like we are going to be starting that countdown. I guess I'll reload my UI again. For some reason the names keep disappearing off this. I don't know why it's doing that. But anyway, yeah, looks like it's fine now. So I guess I just have to keep reloading. That's weird. Anyway, we are going to be good to go here. 10 seconds on that countdown. There's the 5-second mark, so we are going to be getting that. And I will hit enter on this and this. And Sonic Kids has the point. So, okay, cool. So here we go. We have Waffle Eye popping out here, dropping down the Earthquake. He's not going to be able to catch anyone, though. Shadow sprinting in here immediately, going to get the sap off on the end. They want to open up onto Waffle Eye. Waffle Eye is going to be a target. He throws down that knockback immediately, though. Will the blind come out on Phenobbers early on? Phenobbers drops that meld. He was trying to immune the blind, I do believe, Shadow. So going to be able to open up anyways. He's not going to use that blind. The scatter shot comes in. Will they be able to land that trap? Doesn't look like it. The grounding code already down, so maybe he's going to try to go for, you know, web silence trap, something like that later on. I'm not sure. But we do have Waffle Eye taking quite a bit of damage, down about 40% HP. Is fully hotted up though, catches the regrowth. Cyclone coming out there onto Yawns now. Big damage onto Shadows as the silence goes out onto Rorsano. Shadows does blind there. Actually, no, wow. Phenobarus just fell out of combat and he got sapped. I'm not really sure how. Unfortunately though, Yawns is going to actually silencing shot and break that sap. A pretty big mistake, but Shaman Rage and the Iron Bar come out as well. We do have Phenobarus now into that scatter. And I mean, Yem there is going to go onto the Fox. The Fox looking like it's going to be taking some damage. It does go down about 40% HP, but the heals do come in on it. Right now, we do have Waffle taking some damage here, and I think he must have melded the blind because, you know, I don't even know, but anyway, it looks like that's what happened. Regardless, Waffle Eye down 40% HP. There was that trap on the Phenobarus. I think it did get MD'd. We do see the silencing shot onto him though. The Hex onto Yem. Phenobarus doing a good job healing this out. And we see Waffles, you know, still just fully hotted up. He is just kind of being a bit of a target to me right now, though. He's kind of stuck in the middle, eating all this damage. Paralytic Stun comes out, and they're just going to continue targeting him. This clone coming out now onto Shadows is going to free up the Ellie Shaman to go for some damage here onto Yawns, and the Ellie Blast does come in on Yawns. Devouring Plague, Mind Flay Insanity as well. He's down about 40% HP. Does Rorsano have him? It doesn't look like it as the silence comes in, and he's going to be forced to deter. The Armbar goes up there onto Waffle Eye. Scatter comes in onto Phenobarus. Will it be able to be grounded? Yes, it will. They use ground and life grip, but it was already immune, so, you know, it's fine. You know, you're never sure if it's going to actually get immune or not. You know, and Yawns is going to have to start doing a better job with his pet. You need to use Growl and eat that grounding, or just shoot it. You know, you have to shoot it, kill it off before your trap procs. Otherwise, it's going to get grounded every time from a good Ellie Shaman. Or perhaps have Rorsano purge it. They need to do something though to break that up because they need those traps. We do the Devouring Plague now onto Shadows, and we do see that the disarm is going to come in off of that. But there's the scatter onto Phenobarus, and I mean it's just grounded once again every single time. The trap is just getting grounded. Waffle Eye is just holding it for that. There's the blind now onto Phenobarus. Will he fall out of combat? There's the step and the kidney. We do have Shaman Rage up. We have healing tied up. We have all these cooldowns. The sap tries to come out. It's not able to land on Phenobarus. It looked like for some reason, but at the same time. Waffle Eye, Shaman Rage about to expire, Iron Bark about to, already has expired, excuse me. So he could possibly take some damage here. There's that Marksman Arrow stun. Shadow's going to pull back here, taking a little bit of damage. He's going to swap over onto Yem. At the same time, Yem does get those full haunts. He puts up the Fear Ward out once again. We do have the kidney shot coming in. It's going to be trinketed by Yem. Yem trying to get a bit offensive here. There's the Ascendance coming out. Ascendance going to be popped on Yawns. Yawns needs to pull back. He's already dipped to half HP with one cast. And he's going to have to deter immediately. And we do see the Fox is now going to be the target here for Waffle Eye. Waffle Eye going to get shocked on the Hex, but now the Lava Burst is going to be coming out onto the Fox, and we can see Yawns going to be targeted. And Yawns, it does look like he's just fine. Waffle unable to get too much out there. And Fox, you know, is dipping down. The Shadow Fiend has actually been popped on the Fox. I don't know if I agree with that because it is just a marksman Fox. It's not the biggest of deals, but it's going to be killed off anyway. I think that Yawns is going to be able to just pull back and get that resummon, but anyway, Waffle Eye still the one being the target here for now. Yawns going to catch that Devouring Plague. He's dipping down a little bit. And it looks like this Hunter team just wants to just sit on Waffle Eye start to finish. There's that full trap on Phenobarus, but honestly, he doesn't need to trinket it. There's the Shaman Rage coming up from Waffle Eye, and they're going to be fine. The Paralytic Stun does land. There's no haunts out just yet, but Phenobarus has plenty of time. Yem is completely tapped on mana, just kind of having to sit there right now and not really do much of anything, but he's going to pop that Hymn of Hope, try to get some mana back. There's the bash onto Yawns. We see damage coming out here onto Shadows as that beam to go down. And here's the swap over onto Phenobarus. He's going to Barks in immediately. There's that Paralytic Stun to follow it up. Do they have anything off that? Silencing Shot perhaps could come in. He's down to 30% HP. Catches the shield though. Catches a heal from that Ellie as well. He's going to go into tree form. He will be A-OK. But they did force that tree form out at least. That's something to be said for that. The silence comes in on Rorsano. Shadows now back out there trying to get some damage done. Devouring Plague lands on him. He's trying to get something done here on Waffle Eye. Waffle Eye going to be hotted up here though by Phenobarus, who has full hots out on the whole team with that tree form. Shadow Step coming back there onto Waffle Eye. Waffle Eye into the Paralytic Stun. There was a trinket on something from Phenobbers, but he trinkets directly into the scatter trap. I'm not even sure what he trinketed, but he's going to get silencing shot off that. And there's the grow onto Waffle Eye. We can see that there's the Ironbark and that Chomp Rage coming up there as well. The clone does land on Shadow. Yawns is going to be the target. He's trying to get the revive on his pet. He's unable to do it though, as he does get disarmed on that with only about a second or two remaining. He's going to try to pull back. He's going to go for the revive again. It looks like maybe he's thinking he's going to change his mind. Yeah, they're going to go on to Phenobbers because Phenobbers has no Ironbark. He has no Barkskin as well. This could be their chance to do something here. But Yawns putting himself in a dangerous position. The Ironbark, or the Barkskin rather, coming right back up. But they may be able to kill him right here, right now. He's at 30%. The Smoke Bomb was down there, but oh my god, the Shroom Bloom pops him to full HP. He did use his Ursox there as well. Shadow Blades has been up for that, so there was, their big swap that they were looking for, but unable to pull it off. The Shrooms are still alive, and you need to flare those and kill them off as a hunter. That's a really, really important thing to do, but they weren't able to do it. We're up to 6 minutes now at this point. Shadow's taking some damage here. Waffle Eye coming out of that kidney shot, looking just fine, and honestly, it doesn't look like they're ever going to kill Waffle Eye. I mean, he's not really losing that much HP, man. It's pretty... I mean, I guess they're just trying to go on to stop damage, but anyway, they're going to be swapping back on Phenobbers. Phenobbers was dropping those Shrooms. You can see them down there on the top of the stairs. They need to kill those off if they actually want to be able to really get anything done here, in my opinion. But at the same time, Yawns is going to be put into that deter as Persona was in the Hex. And I mean, they may be able to finish him off coming out of that. We'll find out because Yawns is getting down pretty low. Phenobbers does have that Ironbark up. Big damage coming in on him. The Devouring Plague coming out as well. He's going to pull back and maybe going to try to get that Fox back out, but no, he's not going for it just yet. At the same time, Yawns going to be just popping back out, trying to get a little bit of damage out. The Elemental Blast does land out on the Shadows. Shadows, taking some damage, but he's okay. The Hex comes out on Warsano. Something could possibly happen here, but it's really hard for 25.media.tumblr to get much pressure here against this team, which is effectively a triple healer team. They have 2 hybrids and that druid. It just makes it so hard to ever get pressure. Yawns is going to get bursted down pretty low there. He does go into that camo, and he just pop out the scatter. He's going to go for the trap. It looks like it will in fact land there. Phenobbers has no trinket. Maybe they can get something done here now. There's no hots out on Waffle Eye, but they're going to go on Yem anyway. What do they have off that trap? Doesn't look like anything. Hot's going to be coming out there pretty soon. There's the bash onto Yawns. Phenobbers going to be able to pick his team back up just fine. The clone comes out there onto Shados, and Shados is going to have to sit through that. So there's a cap stun now landing onto Warsano. They're going to get that cap stun into the beam. They're going to be going hard onto him, it looks like. But yeah, not really on the same page there as the Shaman. And now the Devouring Plague comes out, and Warsano going to have to get pretty low here. He's down at 30% HP, pops that Spiritwalker's Grace. He's trying to get out of there. Siphene going down as well. We can see that Phenobbers even getting involved in the action. He must have that Heart of the Wild pop in the cat form, trying to do some damage here, and they're just, he's just chasing him as a cat, man. But they're actually going on Phenobbers, and Phenobbers may get a little bit too over aggressive here. He's still in cat form, but he's the target. He needs to be careful. He's into the kidney shot. He has no trinket available. He's at 40% HP, 30% HP. He does catch a heal there. He's blinking back. He's trying to get to the Shrooms, which they did not kill off, and there's a Shroom Bloom. And that is what I'm talking about. They actually could have killed him there if they'd killed off the Shrooms, but Shadows may actually go down. He has to trinket that bash. He has to cloak as well. And here comes the damage out onto Yem. Yem down to about half HP. Warsano tapped on mana completely right now, though. He's really struggling. He's going to have to try to get a drink or do something. I'm not really sure, but there's a scatter on Phenobbers. Full trap does come out. Yem looking like he's going to go for that MD, but he's going to be interrupted on it. Phenobbers still sitting through that. What do they have after that? They have the Hex coming out. No decurse because Waffle Eye's in the kidney shot. The NS comes out onto Waffle Eye. Chom Rage, Ironbark going up as well. And Waffle Eye, he's going to be just fine. He did use his Stone Form there, but I mean, he seems to have the Chom Rage and the Ironbark pretty much every single time he ever is going to need it. Warsano trying to sit down for the drink there, but Yam pushing in, going to be able to stop that. Goes to the Triple Howl. Tremor Totem going to be dropped down. Going to be able to stop that. This game looking like it may go to timeout. If it does, Sonic Kid's going to be able to take it. Phenobbers down to 60% HP. Triple tap stun comes out from Warsano. Really nice. And Phenobbers in a lot of trouble, 20% HP. What does he have remaining? He does use that Tree Form and the Ursox and the Ironbark. He's fine. He did not have his trinket for a second there, but it has come back up right now. And you really have to kill off those Shrooms, as I said. But Yawns just going to go down. Oh my god. Croc City comes out there on Yawns. And we can see the Ascendance was up. It was blinded, but a second too late. And the Ascendance plus the DP, and Yawns just gets absolutely flopped there. He just got destroyed, and that is going to be it. And that triple healer, man, that is why that comp is so strong. Like, it's just that the Ellie Shadow Priest Resto Druid, they really just have to hang around, and it's so hard to ever kill them, and they just kind of hang around until they get that proc. And the Ellie eventually is going to be able to 100 to 0 someone. That's just kind of how the game is right now. Ellie's can just 100 to 0 you if they get that right setup. So you let them hang around too long, and that's going to happen, and that is what happened. I mean, 25.media.tumblr, they played pretty well, but if they cleaned up a couple things, I think they might have actually been able to kill Fnabbers. Unfortunately for them, though, Sonic Kids just hung around too long, and eventually that kind of proc came out, and they just absolutely flopped Yawns. He just got destroyed.